The Duchers was the Russian name of the people populating the shores of the middle course of the Amur River, approximately from the mouth of the Zeya down to the mouth of the Ussury, and possibly even somewhat further downstream. Their ethnic identity is not known with certainty, but it is usually assumed that they were a Tungusic people, related to the Jurchens and/or the Nanais. The name of this ethnic group is sometimes also written in English as Jucher. Life of the Duchers. The total number of Duchers of the Amur Valley at the time of the appearance of the Russian explorers in the region California, 1650, has been estimated by modern scholars at 14,000. According to the Russian explorers of the time, the Duchers, as well as the related groups, the Gogols, and the northwestern neighbors, the Dors, were agriculturalists. They grew rye, wheat, barley, millet, oats, peas, and hemp, as well as a number of vegetables. The Duchers had horses and cattle. Pigs were a particularly important source of meat. They did some hunting and fishing as well. According to the 17th-century Cossacks reports, the Duchers lived in fortified villages with 60 and more houses in each. The predecessor of the king fortress Aegon was the Ducher town, currently known to the archaeologists as the Grodikovo site, after the nearby village of Grodikovo. It is located south of the city of Blagoveshchensk in the fall of the Zeya into the Amur. Yerofey Khabarov reported the existence of this town to the Yakutsk voivode, Franz Bykov, in 1652. According to the archaeologists, this fortress was first built around the end of the first beginning of the second millennium CE. The tribute of furs, grain, and livestock, collected by the Cossacks from the Dors and the Duchers, was the main economic benefit derived by the Russians from their expansion in the region. In the early 1650s, and, in order to deny it to them, the King government starting in 1654 resettled the Ducher farmers from the Amur Valley to the Ussury and Jurchens rivers further south. The Dors were resettled as well. When Onufriy Stepanov visited the Lower Ussury in 1656, he found the Ducher villages deserted. Who were the Duchers? The ethnic identification of the Duchers and even the meaning of the name remain controversial. Archaeologically, the Ducher culture can be identified since the second half of the 13th century, being a successor of the earlier culture of the Amur Jurchens. According to the Great Soviet Encyclopedia, today's Nanais, ULCH, and other Tungusic people of the Middle and Lower Amur Valley have incorporated descendants of the Duchers. The Russian scholar B.P. Polovoy goes even further, identifying the Duchers with the Nanais. Another, and probably more common, view, expressed e.g. by the Russian archaeologist E.P. Bolotin, a Tungusologist A.A. is that the Duchers were part of the Jurchens. This would imply that after being resettled to the Ussury and the Jurchens, they simply merged into the Manchu people. The etymology of the word Duchers is controversial as well. Some researchers hold it obvious that it is related to Jurchen's self-name, Juchen. Another view, expressed by A. Berikin, is that Russian may have come from Manchu Zuch, Zuchen, meaning gods along the river.